friends, welcome back to my channel. Back so soon, you might say. Yeah, but it's even worse. I'm back with another book haul because Penguin Random House sends me books to read and promote. And it's fantastic. Not being able to read the books as fast as I'm getting them is a wonderful problem to have. You may ask yourself, Karen, are you ever going to get to these books? Like, are you ever going to read these books? When is that going to happen? And you'd be justified in asking those questions. But again, a problem that I delight in. So here are the books that Penguin Random House sent me recently. Sorry for that noise. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Empress of the Nile. The daredevil archaeologist who saved Egypt's ancient temples from destruction. Lynn Olson. In the 1960s, the world's attention was focused on a nail-biting race against time. 50 countries contributed nearly $1 billion to save a dozen ancient Egyptian temples, built during the height of the pharaoh's rule, from drowning in the floodwaters of the massive new Aswan High Dam. But the extensive press coverage at the time overlooked the daring French archaeologist who made it all happen. Without the intervention of Christian de Roche Noblecourt, the temples would now be at the bottom of a vast reservoir. Their rescue was an unimaginably large and complex project, requiring that the fragile sandstone temples be dismantled, stone by stone, and rebuilt on higher ground. I requested this book because I want my husband to love me even more than he already does. I'm kidding, kind of. But I love history, and my husband is a social studies teacher in high school. And so this is the kind of stuff that he loves, and so we will probably read this book together. Or I'll read it and I'll tell him everything that I love, and then it will make him want to read it, and he'll add it to his extensive TBR, and maybe he'll get to it someday. Maybe maybe he'll just listen to my stories. But in any case, these are stories that I know my husband and I will be talking about when I read this book, whenever that is. So thank you so much to Penguin Random House for sending me a copy of this brand new release, Empress of the Nile by Lynn Olson. So that's the first book that I got. It came out of this package, which I learned to open in the previous haul. This one is going to be on sale next week, February 21st, 2023. So I got my copy early. And so I know I brought the boxes here so I could unbox it. So I'll show it to you first. I'll let you see the cover. Is this the cover? Here it is. Here it is. What is this? It is When the Moon Turns Blue, a novel by Pamela Terry. Pamela Terry. Is she an older woman? I love books by older women. A lifelong Southerner, Pamela Terry learned the power of storytelling at a very early age. Okay. She lives in Smyrna, Georgia with her songwriter husband, Pat Terry, and their 2 dogs. She travels to the Scottish Highlands as frequently as possible. That is who Pamela Terry is. Now let's hear what Pamela Terry's book is about. On the morning after Harry Klein's funeral, a rare ice storm hits the town of Wesleyan, Georgia. The community wakes up to find its controversial statue of Confederate General Henry Benning destroyed, and not by weather. Half the town had wanted to remove the statue. The other half had wanted to preserve it. Now that the matter has been taken out of their hands, the town's long simmering tensions are laid bare. Okay. This is the author who wrote The Sweet Taste of Muscadines. So this is race, not just race, but the 2 sides of the Civil War continuing to fight, like, you know, in 2023. So this is blurbed by Susan Wiggs, who is the author of The Lost and Found Bookshop, Debbie McComber, who writes tons of novels about, I've been reading her Christmas novels last couple of years. Karen White, who wrote Dreams of Falling. Yeah. And Patty Callahan Henry, author of The Favorite Daughter. Oh, okay. So that's interesting. The blurbs on the back are for her novel, The Sweet Taste of Muscadines. So there are no blurbs for this book yet. Okay. Listen, I'm going to try it. I'm going to check it out. I asked for it. I will be reading it. So, and now here's the box, which I'm going to open because I think there are, not that I think, I know there are more books in here. Let's see what books. Because like I think I've told you before, Penguin Random House, when they offer me books, they send me a list of the books and they tell me how many, the maximum number I can choose. And so sometimes I choose the books. I never turn down a free book. Even if it's not a book that I am sure that I will love. Like, I don't just read a book because I think it's going to be a 5-star read for me. Like, I want to read books that other people are reading, even if they talk about things that I don't necessarily agree with. Like, I don't necessarily agree with the positions, however that goes. But I'm going to reserve judgment on the book and on the subject until I've read something about it. Because, I feel like we have preconceived notions about things. And that's good because that's how we decide how we're going to move forward in the world. What is that box? Oh, I should have moved it. I shouldn't let you guys see that. There's a lot of mess on these shelves. One of these days, I'm going to clear it. I'm going to clean up. That was a box of favors, like party favors that I bought for my daughter to take to school, and we decided not to take them. It was for the Valentine's Day party. I decided not to take them, so I'm gonna save them for the next time they have a party, because they had a lot of other stuff. And I don't want the kids to be overwhelmed because of something that we had. So we'll give it to them at some point, but for now I have to put it on a shelf where my daughter can't reach it and start playing with the stuff. So I'll show you and her in an upcoming video. So, what was I saying? Sometimes we have preconceived notions about things, and I think that's how we judge how to move forward in the world when we don't have our own experience, right? The collective wisdom is kind of how collective wisdom, and how we interpret it for this situation is how we decide how to move forward, until we learn explicitly how to treat a situation. So, some of that collective wisdom comes from books, and I like to hear two sides of stories. So I don't know what that book's gonna be about. I just read you the synopsis, or at least the first part of the synopsis. I don't know what the tone of the book is going to be, but I'm really intrigued because I like to hear, I like to read, I like to hear how the story goes. So this is the box. Enough waffling on about things that I don't even know yet, right? So this is the box, and the packing, and more packing, and more packing. Oh, okay. I see 2 books. Okay. Michelle Obama, The Light We Carry. They sent me another copy. I already got a copy of this. I was supposed to read it in February. But I haven't yet read Becoming, so I need to read Becoming first, right? Do I need to read Becoming first? It's not a sequel, but maybe I'll just read this. So I just got a second copy of the book from the publisher, so I think I'm going to do a giveaway. I'll try to figure out how we do that. Okay, this is another copy of Michelle Obama's The Light We Carry. So now I have 3 copies. You know what? I'm going to give one to my friend. I'm going to give one to one of my friends. So I'm going to give one to someone that I know, and I'm going to do a giveaway here on YouTube to give away the other copy. But yeah, I just got thank you, Penguin Random House, for everything. Thank you for the copies of The Light We Carry, and When the Moon Turns Blue, Once in a Blue Moon, right? Is that the phrase? Yeah, that's the phrase, right? something, you'll do something when once in a blue moon you do something. I remember hearing that when I was a child. We'd be like, okay, when's the moon gonna be blue? So when the moon does turn blue, what do you do? And then this book about the French archaeologist woman who saved the temples, Empress of the Nile. So these are the books that came in today, and I'm so thankful and so appreciative for Penguin Random House continuing to send me books, even though my engagement on Instagram and on here, you know, sometimes it's fair to middling, but they continue to send me books even if I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy. I know I'm not, but I so appreciate the publishers for sending me books, because I'm supposed to be on a book buying. It's not quite a ban, it's a challenge where I'm not supposed to be buying books for myself until I read a certain number of books. So if those books that are languishing on my shelves unread are books that publishers have sent me previously. So thank you for the grace. Thank you for the mercy. Thank you for the free books. Thank you, Penguin Random House. Thank you guys for watching this video. Let me know, again, as in every haul video, let me know the last book that you acquired. Whether you bought it or were gifted a book, or you went to the little free library and got a book. You know, the last book that you got. And if you don't buy books, that's fantastic. Tell me how. Tell me how. Tell me how you, or why you don't buy books. Because even though I have access to a fantastic library system, I still always see books that I want to buy and just know, like, I want to hold them, a brand new book, that's mine. So thank you so much to the publishers for allowing me that indulgence without actually spending my coins. So we'll chat in the next video. I hope you join me for it. Until then, happy reading. Bye.